Hey there, traders. We're back for another Ticks and Trades daily recap for Wednesday, March 12th. It's 8:33 p.m. I'll try to go through this pretty quickly. So we had another day where they could not get above the zone. I did change the upper part of the zone to 563.65. That's 65 cents above the original level. Really didn't need to do that. They got up to right above 563 and pulled back down, closed below it. But this is where they could still bounce. I'm still maintaining that if they can get above this area, this whole zone, then the bulls have a chance to move higher. And timing is getting closer for them to do that, because if they don't, and we get daily or weekly close or more below this area, then the bounce might be off the table for the time being. And here's a quick look at the levels and the game plan sent out before the opening bell. You can pause and read this if you want to. And here's the entire day on a 1-minute chart. I mentioned earlier 563 was about as high as they got. They got to 563.11, pulled away, but it didn't really matter because we're waiting until after 15 minutes has gone by to get into trades, and that happened when they were below 561. After 15 minutes, this is a candle that closed below this level, so your plan is to go short if they come back up to the level, and that's what you would have done, going short at 561, giving you a nice base hit of at least 4 points. We're going to count 4 points. That's how we do it. They came down right into 559.41. This is adjusted with a 5-cent buffer, so it's 559.46. And there's your base hit. They came down, spiked it within pennies. This would have triggered your long trade, a nice bounce, at least 4 points. And there's base hit number 2. And we're not going to go short at 561 just yet because I want to see more time go by. But that was a nice little spike. Same thing about going long here. You've done it. This level is out off the table, at least for a long trade. It went all the way down, and I'll show you later that I took a trade down here. I rode this up a little bit. And then, but in terms of the levels that we had on the board in the morning, we're looking at 559.41. So it'd be 559.36 would be the level you want to go short at for a recycle trade. And I'm going to put your profit objective, which has been 558.96. That would have been the equivalent of 4 points in the E-minis. And they got down within 10 cents and immediately took off. If you were quick, it would have been your clue to jump out at a break even. Might have lost a little bit or so. They gave you a chance. They came back down to the entry point at least one more time. But that was your clue that this short trade might not just work out here, that the bulls probably had the momentum and the energy to go higher, and they did. So that is a wash at that level. So at this point, this level here at 559.36 or 41 as the original level would be off the table for any more trades, long or short. But they're up to 561. But now it's time to go short there if you want, because it has not been traded on the short side, and they gave you a base hit. At least 4 points. If you were in this trade and you saw them fall, you'd probably have 5, 6, 7 points or so before you'd have a chance to close it out with that type of momentum. But we're just going to count 4 points. So now you've gone long and short at both of these levels, and they pretty much bounced between them, and those were the trades. That's 3 base hits, 12 points total. So I'll show you a trade that I took, just one trade. Notice the times before the market opened. I had a 9:30 meeting, so I had this thing set up. Forgot that I left it on a 5-minute chart, but I just wanted to record this to show you what was going on while I was away. So you can see them do their thing, and didn't get these trades because I wasn't in front of my computer. But anyway, I'll move ahead here. So after 10 at some point, I got back to my computer, switch it back to a 1-minute chart. Here you go. So now I'm not going to do anything with these levels at this time. So I'm looking for some opportunities here, other opportunities. And when they got down to, remember that low we had the other day? It was 555.59. Well, I went ahead and put a trigger in. I thought they're going to probably fight this area. So I put a trigger in to buy 2 contracts if the SPY hit 555.60. That was my number. So I'm long 2 at this point. And I held out for 20 points. And this is one of these kind of give it more wiggle room kind of thing, because this is more of a longer term thing. I know I did not have this level on the board in the morning, but it just made sense the way they were coming into it and what was going on. So anyway, so here's my 20 points. And that was pretty much it. I didn't take any more trades. I let this run until about 1 o'clock. They're bouncing back and forth, but $2,000, just a few minutes. That was good enough for me. So that was my one trade. And these trades translate like this. We're on the playing by the rules log. These are the 2 levels that were hit. You can read the notes to see how 3 base hits were pulled. That's 12 points. And then the Sam's trades log, just that one level wasn't on the board in the morning, so I just added it over here. L8, level 8, 20 points on 2 contracts, $2,000 before commissions, and that was my morning. So that's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. Let's see what they do for the next 2 days in this week. Waiting for the bulls to do something. I've said this 3 days now, but it's still true. They've got to react before too much time goes by, or they might not get the rally that they're looking for. Don't want to say too much. Still want to wait to see what they do in the overnight session and in the morning, and we'll call it like we see it in the morning, and there will be new levels and a new game plan. So until then, thanks again for watching. Talk to you again soon in the next recap. Have a great day.